Oh, can't wait to turn her into
Alright.
glue.
Alright, and we're live. What in the world? Okay. Just need to get some things ready all of a sudden. Sorry, this is not the Reno stream because this dude might be on vacation and I'm like not even loading chunks as all the FUM drivers are getting ready to do qualifying in a minute. So, okay. Well, otherwise the weather seems clear. The weather seems clear today here in the FUM Jeddah track. Nothing too serious to affect qualifying. That's upcoming in about 30 seconds now. Um, it's gonna be super awkward. Yeah. I think qualifying should be starting soon. No, just yeah, there we go. 10 seconds to go until qualifying. Let's see if anyone's watching right now. Nope, not yet. I should probably share it. Alright, my thing is just absolutely not working at all. Um, Alright, so anyway, we got 20 minutes of qualifying for everyone. I believe everyone's gonna be starting in the pit lane. So yeah, every they're gonna have their time to set their tire or their paddle, and presumably going to the soft paddles. We're going into qualifying now. We're gonna have to see what type of laps we can find from these many drivers here. It's, it's now like just looking at this group of boats is making me lag already. So there's about 37 drivers here on the grid. Hopefully, all of them actually set a qualifying lap, and I think we're gonna be ready to go soon when when Pigo's ready to do so. And we got Mafioso, who's just not on the track for some reason. Yeah, I don't know who to watch out for because I haven't like watched qualifying in the sprint, so just bear with me. Um, just waiting for everyone to ready up, I guess, except for Mafiosa. And now we got 10 seconds left until we get our 20-minute qualifying underway. So, 3, 2, 1, and everyone will be starting on the soft tire, obviously, with and starting qualifying. And I'm gonna see the track temperature, the tire temperature on these boats still need to warm up as we have like Lapis Lettuce just leading the pack right now. I'm guessing he's been acting a lot, and see what these drivers can do. Not much going on right now. This is just an outlap. Just watching every driver heat up their tires or their paddles. just to get ready for their very first qualifying lap in this 20-minute session. And seems like Satomi's gonna be leading the pack with Lapis Lettuce. Um, Otherwise, it seems like the people who have done especially well in practice were Iltisamor and Paper Yoshi. They're the two Vanware teammates. And now here we go. We got the qualifying lap starting as Lapis Lettuce leads the charge against all these drivers here who are crossing the finish line as well. So anything could happen. Anyone can mess up. Jeddah is a very tricky track, as many drivers know, and we're gonna be able to see what these drivers can do with the soft tire. Lapis Lettuce leading Nito to first, leading Gilo, and go down the first sector. Lapis Lettuce just bolting it down into first hairpin. Nito to first, diving down, getting braver than Lapis, and I am getting a video call from my mother. What the oh my god. Alright, we're back. That's stupid. Anyway, we have about 12 minutes in qualifying left. Iltisamore is taking the fastest lap, and Lapis is taking second after a bad first lap. Omega Mist is up in third with Nito. Nito starting in fourth. Only Dawes in fifth, Big Bird in sixth, Satomni, Sandors, Killer Lol, Paper Yoshi filling up your top 10. Soda Soaker has just joined late as well, and has set a lap good enough for P11. So now Luffy D Monkey has also set his very first lap. We're gonna see Lapis Latas might be able to set a faster lap. Well, right now he's on an out lap, I think. Yeah, he's definitely on an out lap. Right now he's wearing new softs at the moment. We can watch him do his flyer lap right now, and see how he takes his first braking point in the first corner. It seems like it's pretty clean here. It's a super tricky corner with a super tight line. Lapis Lettuce is up on his time and is trying to beat Iltis Amore's 115.462. So already in the first sector, Lapis Lettuce is already up high enough to beat Iltis Amore. He just needs to take this lap together, and he will get the improvement to get into provisional pole. We have we have 0.5 improvement coming from Lapis Lettuce. What about Iltis Amore? Will he be able to improve? He just started a flyer lap as well, so we're gonna see from him later. But let's move on to Lapis Lettuce, who is still up on his time, I believe. Yeah, here we go, 6 tenths up on his time, and he only needs to beat his own time by 2 tenths to catch up to beat Iltis Amore's time. Let's see. Lapis Lettuce has just lost a bit of time, but he's still up there to beat Iltis Amore. But Soda Soaker has taken the provisional pole time, beating Iltis Amore by 500ths of a second. Lapis Lettuce messes up the last wall tap. He has to go back in the pits to try and get a new set of soft tires. Anyway, Iltis Amore is on a decent lap, but not any major improvements. He's 1/10 behind on his time. And Paper Yoshi has also just jumped up to 4th place, which is a good time for him. Onida's improves up to 7th place as well, just missing out on the position against Omega Miz. And we watch Iltis Amore. He's 2 tenths down on his time, and I don't think he'll be improving unless he gets a super good wall tap, and he messes it up, unfortunately. We have Asher also trying to improve his time. See where that places him. Just has to go for a pit. Ashern also goes in. As now, where is Soda Soaker? Soda Soaker's on an out lap as well. He's about to send it on the wall tap here to start his very first lap. Our provisional pole sitter with a 1:15.4. Oh, never mind. He dives back into the pit. That was probably his in lap then. Let's see if anyone else is trying to set a flyer lap right now. So just cut across the entire track here, and Generic Dude seems to be on a decent improvement. He's sitting in P20 currently, and he's on an 8 tenths improvement. 1 second now. That'll be some huge positions for him if he can make it up into the top positions. Oh, slight understeer there on the last wall tap, and here we go, crossing the finish line. That'll put him in P19, only 1 position up from his previous position. Here we go. We can also watch Gilo now, who's sitting in P5 currently. 3 tenths behind Soda Soaker's time, and Lapis Lettuce right behind him as well, starting a flyer lap. Lapis Lettuce is up on his time once again. Even from a really good sector last time around, Lapis Lettuce is about to beat Soda Soaker's time as long as he keeps this lap together, as usual. And Gilo is also trying to find an improvement, but it seems like he messed up this part of the lap a tiny bit. Generic Dude is also here fighting with Gilo at the moment. You can watch Lapis Lettuce mostly, who is currently attacking this track a lot. 4 tenths up on his time. He only needs 2 tenths to beat Soda Soaker. And he's just flying through these corners. Here we go, starting the very last sector for Lapis Lettuce. He is bolting down this DRS section in FC1, from FL, And then Lapis Lettuce nailing the wall tap this time. What will that give him? He's 6/10 up, and he's gonna send it down the finish line. It's an improvement for Gilo, but even better one for Lapis Lettuce as he gets a 1:15.026, almost into the 1:14s. Lapis Lettuce has set a blazing lap here in Jeddah qualifying. So now Gilo and Lapis are both in their in lap, so they won't be setting a faster lap this time around. Sandors gets a small improvement, moving him up to 12th position. And Soda Soaker seems to not be improving at the moment. This is probably his end lap. He probably messed up his fast lap, as now we have about 6.5 minutes to go here left in qualifying. I'm not sure how many laps that would be. I would guess 3 or 4 laps, but you can see Mafiosa's here in the flying lap as well, right behind. Mafiosa sitting in 9th place. He's trying to look for an improvement. 4/10 up on his time. Where will that put him? That will put him up all the way into 3rd place. What a jump for Mafiosa. He goes from 9th place all the way up to 3rd. And here we go. Ilta Zamor has now exited the pit as well. He's looking for a better time, sitting in 4th place at the moment, trying to challenge Lapis Lettuce in any way. Soda Soaker has also gone for his in lap, and I believe will start to, he gets a new set of soft tires and comes out of the pit. Right behind him is Paper Yoshi, who starts another lap. Oh no, never mind. He's on an in lap as well. Wait, Paper Yoshi, I didn't even mention Paper Yoshi getting the fastest lap, beating Lapis Lettuce and Soda Soaker, the two very big teammates here in one of the most unfair team lineups here in any boat racing league. So Paper Yoshi setting the first 1:14 time there is, a 1:14.799 for him, as he has to enter the pit now in his in lap. We have people flying behind him. Davision just messed up his lap. Bandiamente Iconos is also there. Lapis Lettuce right now, he's on an outlap at the moment. He's trying to prepare and try to challenge Yoshi's time. Try to get pole position once again. So let's see. I kind of want to watch Lapis here as he tries to challenge all the times. It seems like Soda Soaker is also on a flying lap now. Oh, it seems like he's gone a little wide there. Is that still an improvement for him? Yeah, it is. He's still 7/1000 up on his time, 1/10 up, and now I want to look at Lapis Lettuce, who just started his started another one of his flying laps. He's up by 6,000 of a second as well. We'll go back to Soda Soaker as he's in front at the moment. So Soda Soaker has 6/10 to improve to try and catch up to Paper Yoshi, a 1:14.799, and Soda Soaker, it's only 4/10 up on his time. So will he find the time? Oh yeah, there it is. What? He's half a second up on his time, and right now Paper Yoshi's time might be defeated by the Brits here. Like Soda Soaker is 7/10 up on his time now. He's on track to beat Paper Yoshi as long as he nails this last wall tap. Here we go, and he does. There we go. Soda Soaker is on for provisional pole. He's so close. Oh, but he loses time on the last wall tap. Where would that put him? I think it's 2nd place for him. He just misses out by 6/1000 of a second. What a close lap for him. And now we move on to Lapis Lettuce, who's not an improvement. He messed up this lap, and now he might go back in the pits once again to try and get a new set of softs, and that's not looking good for him. Soda Soaker is so close, getting to tight margins with Paper Yoshi, and Omega Miz also goes for a new set. He's sitting in P8 right now, trying to move up the ranks. And Nito the First, where's Nito the First? He's on improvement too. Nito the First is 1/10 up. He's trying to beat 32 Gilo, sitting in 7th place. Can he get 6th place if he nails this wall tap? Oh, that's very tight for Nito the First. And I see him cross the finish line. He's not up on his time. That is not good for Nito the First, and he just couldn't get the improvement to try and beat Gilo. want to kind of check. Gotta kind of check on each driver here. Then Trujillo is on an outlap as well. So is Lapis Lettuce. These two have been on the same outlap and on the same outlap for many times. They just had different times of pit, but we're gonna be able to see them later. I gotta see who's on an actual flying lap. Paper Yoshi is Paper Yoshi's out here as well. Not sure where. Oh no, he's just sitting here, just not even moving a muscle as he watches everyone do their qualifying. So Tumney's on an out lap as well. JH Dash is on a flying lap now. He's currently sitting in P17. He needs to find an improvement to try and get the visible leaderboard right now. He's currently 6 tenths up. He might have messed up the first sector in his flying lap. So JH Dash has to know the first sector. For 6 tenths up on his time, going to the second sector to this first chicane, and taking this wall tap at the end here. So pretty solid lap coming from JH Dash. We have 1 minute left in qualifying left for anyone to try and set the fastest lap. It is still dry conditions in the track. JH Dash is currently flying on his lap. 9 tenths up on his time. Can he get into the top 15? He gets the wall tap done. He actually gets good. And here we go, 1 second up at his time. Where does that put him? That'll put him up into P15. So the good stuff for JH Dash. A good improvement for him. And now, Nito the First cannot really start a lap because he needs to go for a whole out lap and then start a flying lap. Let's see if anyone will start the fastest lap. Soda Soaker will be starting. Soda Soaker's up first, and he's only 6 thousandths down on Paper Yoshi's time. And now he's already on track to beat his time if he doesn't mess up. So these are very close margins between Soda Soaker and Paper Yoshi. This is probably the lap to watch at the moment, as now Soda Soaker is 0.074 up in his time, 0.123 up in his time now. He just passes Iltazamor, who's on an in lap, not able to complete his qualifying lap. And Soda Soaker might be able to triumph over Paper Yoshi's 1:14.799. He lost a bit of time though. Soda Soaker, you know. Oh no, he messed up! Soda Soaker has just scraped aside and he just hit the reset button. What in the world? Soda Soaker has just disconnected and then just gone back on track. As now Paper Yoshi probably has a solidified pole position unless Lapis Lettuce has an answer. No, he doesn't even have an answer. What a Mafiosa. Mafiosa's up in his time, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 2 tenths. It's not even enough to beat Lapis Lettuce's time, and he sets a 1:15.225 as he solidifies his 4th position. And unfortunate for Soda Soaker, as he says GG in chat, and Paper Yoshi, by the thinnest of gaps, has taken pole position in Jeddah in Formula It's been an interesting qualifying. Soda Soaker has just finished his lap. Everyone is setting their last times, but it doesn't seem like there's much improvement except for Bup, who improved by 6 tenths. That's a good lap for him. And yeah, just not much else to say. That was just an incredible qualifying. We have only 3 different teams here in the top 6, with 2 drivers of each team included in it. And I'm quite surprised to see Nito the First also being up there, up in 7th place, with Omega Miz behind him, only Dallas in 9th. And Satumni, the reserve driver for Rocket Race, is sitting in 10th, so he's not doing too bad compared to most drivers. Kirillol and Demonatic are just missing out in the top 10 as well, with Sandors and Big Burb being able to set a lap good enough for P15. We're going to be starting the race in about 4 minutes here, so I'm not sure what to say. Reno, do you know if there's any FUM standings currently or no? Or I should just go to spawn. There it is. Alright, I should probably talk about standings. Soda Soaker with the very first race win, and right now it seems like there's no rain expected for the race of coming up. Yeah, thank you, Reno. I found it, and then Soda Soaker leading the championship, obviously after winning the very first race and taking some sprint points for himself, leading 30 points over Gilo, and this has been a good qualifying for him if he wants to be the championship rival at the moment. Lapis Lettuce is also trying to get in the mix, only 1 point behind Gilo. Rocket Race is absent today, with Ikonos struggling in qualifying today, with Paper Yoshi getting the best lap he could, sitting in 6th place, and he's aiming to move up probably into the top 3 as long as he keeps Soda Soaker and everyone else behind him behind. So not much to say here for now in the standings. The season has just begun, and Paper Yoshi on fire in qualifying. That's everyone's just hanging around here on the very first corner, just a whole rave. Not quite sure what to say here. I just was like, just take a little break. I need a drink. Okay. Well, meanwhile, just listen to my birds just go crazy at their cage. Okie We have 1 minute left in qualifying. It seems like okay, everyone's done, and we'll be starting the race in just a minute. So we're gonna see all the action happen. Killos already saying Soda Choker, as after Soda Soaker was on a flyer lap in the very last lap of qualifying a few seconds ago, and I wonder what to expect here. Gonna see some different tire strategies that I wouldn't know here with the paddleware. How many laps are there? Okay. We're gonna find out how many laps there are in 5 seconds, as the grids have been loaded already. Here we go. Paper Yoshi starting pole position, Soda Soaker and Lapis Lettuce, their two teammates, are just right behind Yoshi for New Wave, I think. And now, how many drivers do we have? We have 33 drivers who have set a qualifying lap. So 22 laps to go. We'll see what kind of paddle strategy we're gonna be see from all these drivers. And let's just run through these grid orders through the grid order right now. Paper Yoshi starting in 1st place, Solar in 2nd, Lapis Lettuce in 3rd, Mafioso in 4th, Iltis in 5th, 30 Gilo in 6th, Nido in 7th, Omega Miz in 8th, Oni Dallas in 9th, Satomni in 10th. Here we go, Iconos, Killerol, Demonatic, Sandoris, Big Burb, Stage Dash, Mopeki, Mikox, Dark Robo, That Generic Dude, T-Pause, Mr. GG, Dr. Spats, Bup, Killers in, D-Bosh, Bandiamente, Foxels, Lucky D Monkey, Vitor, Davision, Dead End, and Ice Joe starting in last place. And now I think we're gonna be ready to go, as drivers are selecting their tires. You can see it in their hands at the moment, and it looks like lots of people are trying to gun it on the start and try and get a couple positions with a soft tire. So big pushing laps here for the very first lap of the race. We got 15 seconds to go till the race start. You got a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's lights out, and away we go here in the second race in FUM. Here we go. Mafiosa trying to chop down to the inside. Paper Yoshi trying to defend. Sotosoku breaks even later. Tujilo, what a send from him, but it wasn't worth it. And then Lapis Lettuce has just choked. He just lost so many positions. He's getting chain bump at the moment, and it is not looking good. He started in 3rd place, and he's all the way down in P14, even losing even more positions. Sotosoku has already gotten Paper Yoshi out of tandem. His qualifying lap did not matter. He just needed to beat Paper Yoshi off the start, who is beating Mafiosa, Iltis Amor, and Kirlo, who are all fighting for 3rd place behind him. Here we go. Big Burb with a good start as well. Dark Robo especially with a tremendous start, moving all the way up to P7. Oh, but he just messed up here in the start of the first sector. That's probably commentator's curse. As Jilo, who also got a bad start, is just trying to make his way back up. Trying to get past the Tumney right now, who's weaving all around JH Dash, who has also had a tremendous start. Yeah, Sotosoku getting the very best of first laps he could, even gapping Paper Yoshi right now. As now, we have T-Pos and Sandors here fighting it out here in tandem for P11 down in the order in the midfield. Let's see what their wall taps are gonna look like. It's gonna be a good wall tap for Sandoris, and T-Pos gets bumped by Lapis Lettuce, who is sitting in P10. What is happening up into P3 right now between Killerlol, Paper Yoshi, and Mafiosa? Paper Yoshi has just lost another position. What in the world? Paper Yoshi has just sold his pole position, and now is losing the position out against Killerlol. He has a lot more pace than him, though, so he's definitely gonna take the position back. But that is a big time loss for Paper Yoshi to try and win this race against a championship leader. And Mafiosa also trying to get in the action as well, with Iltis Amor following right behind. It's a 4-way battle here for 2nd place, as Paper Yoshi leads Killerlol by just 100 of a second. Killerlol does mess up the wall tap. Will that give an opportunity to Mafiosa? No, he doesn't have enough exit speed, but that just means Paper Yoshi's going to be able to try and pull away from Killerlol with his raw pace. So 4-10 split the two of them. And I think that number will increase soon enough. Yeah, there we go. Kirolol decides to move out of tandem against Paper Yoshi, not taking the fight. And Mafiosa gets bumped. That'll give a position to Iltis Amor. And maybe Nido the first. He gets bumped again. Nido the first takes 5th position away. And the guys on the soft tire are just flying away from Sandoris and Satumni. Satumni and Sandoris going for a very conservative strategy right now, starting in a medium tire, trying to go the long run probably. And then Iltis Amor and Nido first capitalizing from Mafiosa's mistake. There's not much close fighting going on, except for here. It's a 3-way fight for P8, as Lapis Lettuce, the guy who was sitting in 3rd place earlier, is now down in 8th place, fighting these two people for extra points, and then trying to chase down 32 Gilo, I believe. Yeah, so 32 Gilo just right ahead of him. There's a 3-way tandem. It's just switching positions constantly. Here we go, JH Dash and Lapis Lettuce with a tiny bit more exit speed. This is intense fighting between the soft tire users. Here we go, tight lines for the three of them as they enter the last sector. Big Bird a tiny bit wide from him, and it seems like Lapis is winning out on this fight. Big Bird is fading away from this fight against Lapis Lettuce. It's a triple tandem. I don't think it's worth the risk for Big Burb. Here we go into the wall tap. JH Dash messes it up. He scraped, and Big Burb also lets go. Lapis Lettuce is flying down the straight as he starts his 4th lap. So that was very good moves there coming from Lapis Lettuce. As now he chases down 30 Gilo, who is also chasing down Davision, he's a lap down on very worn softs. A lot of these driver softs are starting to wear out right now. They're about 63% intact right now, as Lapis is just still pushing on against 32 Gilo. There's not much tandem fight going on in the leaderboard, so this is probably the closest fight we can see. Gilo, the French driver, trying to defend against Lapis Lettuce, who is a part of the super strong team, the Mementos podium team, and then Gilo just struggling to try to fight a pace against Lapis Lazuli. I know he's still holding him up right now. Oh, Gilo just messed up there. I think he's kind of scraped a tiny bit. Lapis Lazuli is getting super duper close. 7/10s between the two of them. Let's see what it's gonna look like in the wall tap though. This wall tap has been tricky even for top drivers. Here we go. Gilo takes it a little early. So does Lapis Lazuli, and they both nail it. But where's Lapis Lazuli? Is he able to get in tandem before they go into their first pits? And here we go, Lapis Lazuli going for a dive bomb right now. That's a brave move from Lapis Lazuli. And Gilo gets a scrape. He messes up. And JH Dash takes a position back. And JH Dash also scrapes. Here we go, another tandem fight here for P8. JH Dash has another chance against Lapis Lazuli. Both of their paddles very worn. So, this is close up between the two of them. As Gilo has defended very well against Lapis Lazuli, the flying American. And Soda Soaker's been ghosted. What? I just noticed that. Soda Soaker has been ghosted. I don't know why, and we're gonna have to see how he looks on our screen. It seems like he's going smoothly at the moment. I'm not sure why he's ghosted. He's still going at a decent pace. He's not losing too much time to Paper Yoshi, who's still trying to set flyer laps. In fact, Paper Yoshi did just mess up. What in the world happened? Paper Yoshi's now in tandem with Killer Lol for second place. And we're going to be starting to see some people go for their pits soon in a few laps. As we watch this fight for these podium positions, we have Iltis and we're also chasing them down. Paper Yoshi, after a big mess up, is now going to try and move on to his medium tire stint. So that's the very first pit here from the front row. And we're going to see our very first strategy call from Paper Yoshi, the Van Wave driver. So, and then see Mafiosa. Let's watch Lapis Lazuli and JH Dash go at it again. Actually, no, JH Dash is now fading away, I think. Oh no, JH Dash is actually ahead of Lapis. Never mind. Stand corrected. As now Lapis is still catching up to P7 right now. And JH Dash, you can see him struggling a lot with this paddle, as he goes super wide into that hairpin. Here we go into the chicane. JH Dash is holding Lapis up very badly right now. Lapis might be thinking about getting an undercut on JH Dash, knowing he has the raw pace to beat him out in a battle, as they both have a back marker. It's Luffy D Monkey 69. I don't know whether that'll affect JH Dash's pace or whether Lapis Lazuli will get even more affected by JH being influenced. Oh, here we go. Luffy D Monkey has just messed up. JH Dash gets bumped by him, and Lapis Lazuli takes the position away. So that's good stuff for him. Nito first also goes for his very first pit, and it's gonna try to be on par with Paper Yoshi with his pit strategy. Lapis Lazuli has to be careful here in the first chicane, just barely dodging Luffy D Monkey. That was a good move from him. He needed it to try and catch up 5 seconds to 32 Gilo now. We can now watch Nito the first as well, who is on new hard tires, trying to chase down Demonatic. He's just trying to warm up those tires at the moment. Demonatic is on very old soft tires. And 32% tire deg for him, as Nito is actually going faster with the cold hard tires. This is not really looking good for Nito's outlap, as now it seems like Mafiosa's tire wear seems to be even worse as well. 29% for him, and Soda Soaker is just having the race of his life right now. He's managing his tires well. He's going okay. Well, he just went into the pits, and now after an amazing first stint for Soda Soaker with the soft tires and just gapping everyone by 10 seconds, he's just gonna be taking his very first pit stop, taking the medium. Soda Soaker followed by Killer Law. Wait, no, Killer Law has not even pit yet. He's staying out for another lap for some reason. As now Soda goes into the medium. I believe everyone else who's followed behind him will also go for the mediums. A lot of people just right behind me. It's some more Mafiosa, 32 Gilo, Lapis Lazuli, JH Dash, Big Burb. It's a big traffic jam in the pit, and everyone is going to take their turn to exit. As Nito the first, who tried to undercut them, is not doing well right now with this hard tire. He's gonna go for a really long stint here with the hard tire. If he's gonna just try to stick to the strategy, he might be able to hold up 30 Gilo, which will be good news for Lapis Letters, who is 3 seconds down the road on 30 Gilo. So this is, we might see some action between the two drivers here. Nito the First is currently hunting down Mafioso, who is still trying to get his tires warmed up as well. And right now, Nito just pushing Mafioso all he can. 7/10 behind. He's not quite in tandem yet. He's so close to getting bumped. I think he just backs out of it. And we have 30 Gilo on the hunt as well on these new mediums. So, very fresh tires for everyone, except for Kirilo, who might be fading away right now. Yeah, Soda Soaker has just gotten 5 seconds faster than Kirilo here on his outlap. So Kirilo is on a very bad strategy right now, losing out on so much time without much grip with this soft tire. He has 18% left in these soft tires. This is a really long stint for him. 9 laps on the soft tire is not a good idea, as Soda Soaker is rapidly catching up to him. I wonder if that'll affect Soda Soaker's pace, as Yoshi is still trying to get in contention with the win, and just 1 corner away for Soda Soaker. We'll come back to that later, as we can watch the fight between Yotozumor and Sandoris. Sandoris on a decent stint right now. Actually, Sandoris is on an older medium tire, as he didn't even he started on the medium tires with Satomni just right ahead of him. I think Soda Soaker has just caught up to Kirilo. I think he's trying to get past him. Soda Soaker is struggling behind him. He's still 12 seconds out of Paper Yoshi, who just messed up again probably. But Soda Soaker has just gotten past Kirilo's Ghost, and you can see the immense speed difference that Soda has over Kirilo. And I think this is definitely the time for Kirilo to go for a pit. Otherwise, that's just a dumb call, and there we go. Into the pits he goes. He's going to lose a lot of positions from where he was earlier. But we should go back to the fight between Mafiosa, Iltazamor, and Mafiosa and Iltazamor, as Kirilo finally goes for a pit. This is the fight for P3 now. Mafiosa and Iltazamor are on a good strategy right now, and it seems like Luffy D Monkey is also holding up third to Gilo, who is being followed by Nito the First, and Sandoris being followed by Lapis Lazuli and Kirilo, who has lost so many positions. He's gone for the hard tire. I have a feeling Kirilo is just trying to go for a one-stop right now, and just doing what he can after such a long stint with the soft tire, just degrading his race pace immensely. Anyway, Mafiosa is currently beating out Iltazamor here. He just beat Iltazamor in this fierce tandem battle for 3rd place, and that's gonna be 3rd for Mafiosa. As right now he's hunting down Paper Yoshi with fresher medium tires. Paper Yoshi is one of the first people to go for a pit. Paper Yoshi is on 64% mediums, and Mafiosa on 77. I wonder if that'll make a difference, as he's hunting him down. Paper Yoshi 14 seconds down the road on Soda Soaker, who's on fresher mediums as well. So this is not playing well for Paper Yoshi. He's done so many mess ups earlier, and right now being hunted down for 2nd place. So Mafiosa just getting a really tight line against Paper Yoshi. Ilta's just following right behind. The fresh medium tires are proving to be way faster, and Paper Yoshi having to take really defensive lines here in the first sector. Mafiosa pushing all he can. 7-10 splitting the two of them. They're not quite in tandem yet. It might be a send here down the hairpin. I don't think Mafiosa feels brave enough to send it right now. He sends it down the inside of the exit probably though. Will that be enough? I don't think so. That's so close for him. Iltazamor is just ultimately just using Paper Yoshi's pace to catch up to Mafiosa once again after losing the tandem fight. And Mafiosa is just getting in tandem very close. Paper Yoshi getting past these backmarkers. So does Mafiosa, who has and Mafiosa also has to do with the same backmarkers later on. It's gonna be a bump from Paper Yoshi. Mafiosa has to release a lot for T-Bosch, and he seems to dodge him. Paper Yoshi is on a terrible race right now from pole position. This is not looking good for him. This is looking tremendous for Mafiosa here, as Sotosucker leads by 17 seconds now. This group of backmarkers has proven to be influential against Paper Yoshi. As why does he go for another pit? What in the world is Yoshi thinking? Actually, he probably goes for another soft. This is some very risky strategies coming from Paper Yoshi, as he's still on 50% mediums, going for another pit. So that's interesting stuff from him. We can also see Kirolo, who's on a very long strategy right now, going for the hard tires. Lapis Lettuce managing to find an overtake around Kirolo eventually. As now we have 3 different drivers going for the soft paddle here, and just watching the fight between Lapis Lettuce and Kirolo. Kirolo with the hard tires, it's been working well for him right now, as long as he can manage these tires properly and keep most of the drivers behind for a while. Kirolo might be able to get a really good position if everyone else is going to have to pit later on. So, and then I also wonder how he's going to do compared to Nito the First, who has old hard tires. Yeah, Nito the First tires right now are 20% older, and I think Lapis Lettuce just bumped into Nito the First just now. Kirolo is getting really close and personal with Nito the First. 6-10 splitting the two of them. We're gonna see a fight between the two hard tires, and T-Bosh getting in the way. Nope, never mind. He goes into the pit, and now Kirolo is on the hunt for P5 against Nito the First, who has pitted earlier on to try and undercut literally everyone with the hard tires. So. And then Lapis Lettuce just struggling behind these 2 hard tire users. This is not looking good. He's trying to use his medium tires as much as he can, but being behind these 2 drivers, it won't work out well for him. The guy who sat in 3rd place in qualifying is now struggling to get into the top 5. And now I want to see Kirolo try to pull a move here on his fellow Croatian driver. Lapis Lettuce is also getting really close to him. So, it seems like the hard tires right now are gonna last long enough for Kirolo to go all the way to the end of the race without pitting again. So he's just gonna pull another Lando Norris strat. I don't think he's gonna beat. No, he's definitely not in the park to beat Sotosucker, who's 18 seconds ahead of Mafiosa. And Nito currently is just holding up Kirolo for a long time now, for about 2 laps. This is not looking good for Kirolo either. See if there's any other fights that's happening between. There's any other fight happening? Yeah, between Omega Miz and Mopeki. And I wonder what their tire wear is at the moment. Mopeki has slightly younger tires than Omega Miz. There's also going to be JH- catching up to Lapis Lettuce once again. He's trying to get into the fight against him. Kirolo has seemed to got bumped there. Oh no, that's not even. Wait, never mind. That's not even Kirolo. That's Davision. Kirolo, never mind, is still fighting with Nito the First. Still right behind Nito's Ghost. And still can't quite find a move around him. Nito the First's defense is just Street Circuit Paris level at the moment, as he's holding up a train of 4 drivers, JH- managing to catch up, and we might see a Paper Yoshi who is flying on the soft tires. No, he gets bumped once again. What in the world is happening to Paper Yoshi's race? He's on the soft tires, but he's not able to use them the way he wants them to. And then Satomni is also on a one-stop strategy as well. He's going for the hard tires after starting with the mediums. So is Sandoris, who is currently sitting in P15. So we got a bunch of different strategies here coming into this FUM race. 30Gilo has just gone for his 2nd pit, so I think he's gonna go for his very last stint on the soft tires. So this will be interesting. He's gonna try to get another cut on everyone, but at the same time, he also has to make sure that he actually defends everyone else when everyone else does their pit. That medium tire is starting to degrade quickly. Everyone should be under 50% right now on their tire wear. Right now, Sotosucker is leading the race 17 seconds ahead of Mafiosa with 39% tires. Fighting against Mecox right now, who has similar tire age than Soda Soaker, and I think we're gonna see Soda dive into the pits soon because his tires are not in the greatest shape at the moment. 32 is the first to respond to everyone. Soda Soaker, he will dive into the pit stop. A good entry from him as he goes behind his Summit teammate, Mr. GG, to lap him. And they both go into the soft tires as well. Mr. GG is looking back, and where is Mafioso? Mafioso not even close to Soda Soaker. He also goes in the pit. Let's see, everyone else will also go to the pit. This will look really good for Nito the first if he can hold on to this position against Kirlol, who is currently fighting with Lapis Lettuce, but Lapis also has to pit ultimately as well. So, a lot of people pitting here. They're about to start their last stint, and Kirlol is up into second place. So, there's some prime stuff coming from Kirlol. I don't know where Nito went as well. Nito went for a pit. Why didn't Nito go for a pit? He was doing so well on the hard tire. Anyway, Kirlol is currently sitting in second place with decently old hard tires. He's 62% on the hards. Mafiosa has fresh mediums 6 seconds back on Kirlol. So right now we're going to be ticking down the laps and seeing the rest of these drivers chase down Kirlol to try and take the podium positions away from him. And we can see 32 as well, also on the hunt here against Paper Yoshi, who is currently dealing with more back markers at the moment. That's really bad for him. As now, actually, you can see the clear gap going down between Mafioso and Kirlol. I think it's gonna be an easy pass for Mafioso. He's catching up this quickly against Kirlol with the soft tires. So, wait, what the heck did I just see? Luffy D Monkey, why was he in intermediates earlier? Oh, Mafioso just messed up the wall tab. Paper Yoshi is just right behind him, and Paper Yoshi has to go for new softs once again. His softs are starting to degrade, and 32 is hunting down for the podium as well. Where is Kirlol at the moment? Kirlol might be going extremely slow right now. This is some interesting stuff coming from him. As now he starts the very first sector of lap 17, losing a lot of time to Soda Soaker, and Mafiosa is on the chase, 2.6 seconds. That gap is going down faster than Laser Slaw's fall off. So let's see Kirlol being chased down then by Mafiosa, and Kirlol having to deal with another back marker here and Mafiosa. That was a very clean pass from Mafiosa. He's in tandem with Kirlol. I don't think he's gonna have a chance to find Mafiosa, as Mafiosa takes third place away. 32 is also gonna be on the hunt for Kirlol, and he gets bumped. 32 gets past very easily without a fight. Kirlol has lost a podium position, still in fourth place, now being chased down by Ilta who is 5 seconds down the road. Nito first is also on new soft tires. He's currently sitting in 6th place, so it wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst call for him to try and go for a pit. Satomni is also just trying to keep his position against everyone else, but he's currently dealing with back markers, which is a big struggle as he's holding up Big Bird behind him, who's on new soft tires as well. We're going to see a fight for 9th place at the moment. Down into the straight, will Big Bird find the grip to beat Satomni? It seems like he has more exit speed off the last corner. And here we go, Big Bird is in tandem. Late braking for Big Bird. Here we go, Big Bird is in tandem with Satomni. Just a good move for Big Bird. Going up into P9, Satomni has no grip here in these final stages of the race. So that's a good move from him, from Big Bird on a two pit strategy. Nito the first is also in a fight right now, currently with Ilta Samor. It's with slightly fresher tires than Ilta Samor. He's gonna try and do what he can to get P5 away, but he messes up the chicane. Ilta Samor gets a clean corner, and we'll keep Nito behind. And now Lapis, the guy who sat in 3rd place in qualifying, will be chasing down Nito the first. So, but at the moment he's also being hunted by JH Dash as well. So there's so many possible fights that we can still watch here. Paper Yoshi is also chasing down Satomni. He wants to recover that top 10. He's on new medium tires, and Satomni is on very old hard tires, just trying to make it all the way to the end with 47% tires. And Yoshi just bolting it down the straight. There's a clear speed difference, and there's going to be a clear grip difference here going down to turn 1. Paper Yoshi going a lot faster than Satomni here. It's not even a close fight, and Yoshi is going to try and catch Big Burb if he can catch 6 seconds in the next 4 laps. So, who else can we watch? Iltis just seems to be the closest fight right now. There's a humongous backmarker train as well. A 3-way fight between backmarkers. This Lapis is just trying to get his way around these drivers. One of them's ghosted because it's been Delta Ghosted, Jarek Dude, and Dead End just holding up Lapis. I think Lapis has gotten past them, but he still needs to get past two more people, including Nito the First. Actually, he's in a 4-way tandem with 3 other backmarkers. Now catching up to Nito the First. What happened to Foxos, who's another backmarker, making a 5-way tandem? There's a 4-way tandem between the midfield drivers, and it got really exciting up until the last quarter when everyone messes up the wall tap. We have about 3 laps to go for Soda Soaker. It is a close fight here for Ilta Zamor and Kirillov. Ilta Zamor has finally caught up to Kirillov, who is still on these very, very old hard tires. Ilta just getting a clean move. Here we go, Davison just almost messing them up as well. As we have Nito the First. Oh my goodness, close stuff from Nito the First as he dodges the back marker. Ilta Zamor kicks Kirillov out of tandem. I think Nito is going to try and get in tandem, sending it down the inside on Kirillov. They've been rivals the entire race, and here we go. Nito has clear grip advantage over Kirillov. That is a good move from him, going up back into the top 5. Nito's still here in the fight for the top 5. Lapis Lettuce's turn next. Can he get the clean move that everyone else got on Kirillov? There might be a slight speed difference here between Lapis Lettuce and Kirillov. It's gonna be a tandem battle between the two of them. Kirillov in tandem with Nito the First. Lapis in tandem with Killer, but Lapis gets the pass on Kirillov as he messes up this chicane, and that's Dead End behind him. I don't think he's gonna be able to make a move anytime soon. And we have why do we have people going for new tires right now? The last moments of the race, as now Lapis Lettuce is trying to recover and catch Nito the First, who is trying to defend his P5. Nito the First, one of the unks of this of the boat racing community. He messes up the first corner, he scrapes, but he's manages to defend against Lapis Lettuce. There's some close stuff as we're on the penultimate lap. Soda Soaker leading by 16 seconds. There's nothing that's stopping Soda Soaker from winning this race. But right now we're focused on the fight for P5, as every other gap is humongous ahead of them. So Lapis Lettuce saying a brave move. Oh my goodness, the two of them going wide. Lapis Lettuce is not able to find a move here against Nito the First. And here we go into the second sector. They're both actually catching up to Ilta Zamor as well. Ilta Zamor also struggling with his tires. Nito the First with slightly older tires than the two of them. But I think Ilta's might have bumped into some back markers, and or either scraped as well. Lapis Lettuce right now 5% younger tires than Nito the First. It's just bolting down into this like curvy straight right now. And here we go down the wall tap. It all comes down to the wall tap. Here we go on the final lap. Soda Soaker is leading the race, keeping the gap against Mafiosa, who wasn't able to catch up throughout the entire race. We're going to come back to Soda Soaker eventually. Late braking here from Lapis Lettuce into turn 1. It's so brave from him, but he scrapes. He scrapes the side. That's not good for him. I don't think he's going to get the overtake on Nito the First in the end on the very last lap. Let's go back to Soda Soaker. We haven't talked much about him, but it's because he has led such a dominant race that it's just been boring for him. He's lapped so many drivers in this race, probably all the way up to Mopeki. And now going to the final sector, Soda Soaker is taking the wall tap for the very last time. Here we go. 2 wins in a row for the first 2 races of FUM. Soda Soaker will win the Jeddah Grand Prix. That is some good stuff from him. Good points as he leads the championship by even more. And we got some people Yeah, Kirillov has plummeted a lot, as you said, Makusen. I could have some very old soft tires as well. So now we got all these drivers finishing their laps. We got the lap drivers finishing. There's you can just see how many drivers Soda Stoker has lapped. He's lapped everyone from P15 all the way down. Soda is right there. Here we go. Iltis Amor getting P4 for him. Nito the first managing to defend Lapis Lettuce for P5. That's some good stuff from him. But to complete the podium, Mafiosa and 32 Gilo have done really well as teammates to get second and third. So that's some good points for them. Lapis Lettuce down in 6th place. Satumni with his one-stop strategy puts him in 12th place as well. And we got drivers from all over the place just finishing their last lap. Satumni in 12, Bup in P28. We got Onidal chasing down for P13. And then here you go, Sandoris in P14. Foxos in P29. I think this race is as good as over. Kellerson in P25. And yeah, there we go. Everyone is done with their laps. And Soda Soakers with a humongously dominant race over every single driver this time. He didn't even need pole position. We saw him beat Paper Yoshi in tandem on the very first sector of the very first lap. And that is just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say to glaze him. There's just that's just insane. Mafiosa and 32 Gilo getting good points for their team. Iltis Amor scoring the most for Vanwave. The first and 5th place. Very good stuff from the old time driver. Defending against Lapis Lettuce, who has to settle for 6th. JH-77 getting the lucky number 7 as his position. Paper Yoshi coming back all the way up to P8 somehow after pitting 3 times this race, but still managing to find a top 10 in this race. Big Burb has gotten P9 and Kirillov falling down all the way to P10 after a really brave one-stop strategy. Here we go. We got the top 10 being named right now. 8th for Paper Yoshi, 7th for Ikonos, Lapis Lettuce, and in 6th, Neo the 1st, 5th. Ilta some more in 4th. And in the podium, Mafiosa gets 3rd place. 32 Gilo in 2nd. And Soda Soaker, an undisputed win for him as he leads the championship even more. Alright, well, I think this is a good time to end the stream now, as the podium has been named. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that really scuffed stream. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.